Yes, viewers, let's kickstart taking all your queries in the in the show next. And for this, we are being joined by two of our very special guests. Kunal Bothra is live with us on the technical front, and Sharmila Joshi will also be joining us right now. And also, viewers, you can connect with us live on the WhatsApp number that will be flashing on the top of your screen throughout the show, as well as you can also write to us on our X as well as Facebook pages of social media handles of ET Now, and we will try to take as many queries as possible. So without further delay, let's kick start. And the first query that I have, Kunal, is coming in from Karishma from Delhi. She wants an advice on SJVN holding 2,500 shares at a price of 142 rupees. Good to hold on or move out and look out for some other opportunities?
I think good to hold on. I'm sensing that this could be a part of your bigger portfolio as well. In the sense you will have many of the stocks in the same category or at least in the mid cap end of the segment. But I believe SGVN by itself also is a good stock to hold on to. 156.57 was the previous swing high for the stock. Excellent volumes over the last 2-3 weeks for SGVN indicates that we could probably see a retest of the 157 plus mark. So since you've bought at almost the current market price, I would suggest to hold on. Even if it's a short term play, I think 157 plus could be a near term target which you can keep on the stock.
Right. Kunal, actually, let me, before I shoot another query to you, let me ask about what should investors do, because everyone anticipated if the exit poll went the direction that it has actually gone into, everyone was anticipating a rally. In fact, most of them have said this is much more than what they had anticipated when they saw the gift nifty indication, as well as the way how the markets opened up for trade today. What now? What next? Do you think that this rally will sustain? Tomorrow is the big verdict day. How should one position themselves just ahead of that big day now?
I frankly believe that this is not the end of the rally. This is the start of a strong, as well as a potential, a huge uptrend for Indian markets. So I think in that sense, the positioning has to be on the upside. Now I'm sure that many of the investors who would probably have skipped out of the event and would probably have stayed a bit more lighter, they would be feeling the pinch because many of these stocks are up now 5-10%. As well as the usual themes, the PSUs, etc. But I believe that it's time to try and cherry pick and pick up quality in portfolios. I still believe that there are many large cap names which are still undervalued in the sense in terms of technical chart structure, where there could be a potential huge uptrend at play for many of the stocks on the large cap front. So I think positioning over there could be also a better strategy even this time around. So I think rather than missing out and then expecting that the markets would probably get into much more stronger uptrend, I believe it's a very good strategy to try and start participating in this strong phase of rally. I strongly believe that the 21,500-700 mark, which we tested I think last couple of weeks back, I think that may not be tested at least over the next many months as many quarters.
Right. So that's the way how the market positioning should be. But Kunal, I'm just looking at the screen right now to take a query to you. And I can see Adani Wilmar query. I can see Adani Enterprises query. I can see a query on Adani Power. And all of them are asking what to do now with all of these counters. Spectacular rally. They have gone ahead, recouped all the losses that it had logged since that Hindenburg report that had come out, and we saw the crash in the stock prices. They have recovered those losses, at least for most of them. Now what next? If you are a holder in Adani Power, Wilmar or Adani Enterprises, what should our viewers do who have actually bought at the levels where they are now sitting on a good profit?
So I think what matters now over here, Shell, is the time frame, because I think if you're looking at it as a short-term play, for the next 5%, 10%, then you may be disappointed because it's possible that major part of the move in the short term could probably have played out. Now, what matters is that these are the set of stocks which can also benefit as well as see a potential medium to long-term upside. So, which means you'll have to have a time frame of at least 2 to 3 years, if not more, for many of these names, and then use a strategic strategy which we typically deploy, buy on dips, because when these stocks go into an odd phase of a correction, a 5% order, 10% odd from your cost price, that becomes a good entry point for many of these names. So Adani Enterprise, Adani Ports are the two strong names which I believe could be important to at current levels, but then buying on dips strategically should be a much more better strategy deployed.
And if you already have these counters, stay put with them. Don't think about booking profits right now.
Absolutely, because history suggested many a time, Cheryl, that when stocks go into a very sharp sell-off, and then over the next subsequent years, when these stocks recuperate and come back to their previous starting highs, it's not an end of the rally, it's the start of a new bull market which happens for many of these names. So I believe in that context, many of the stocks in the Adani group of names, Adani Enterprise, Ports, etc., the sooner these stocks come back to their previous swing highs, it's a resetting of the fact that the new bull market has actually started off for these stocks.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.